Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to work in the printing center again. We are going to be working with stamps, and many of us have stamps at home and they are a lot of fun to use, but I'm actually going to show you how to make your own stamps today. One of the oldest forms of stamp making was actually made with wood blocks. So this I actually was able to, I found at like a thrift store. And it is a wood block, and they cut out the monkey doing different, like the see no evil, the hear no evil, the see no evil. And this is pretty cool. You would ink this just like a rubber stamp that you might buy, and then you would press that down on the paper to make a print, which I have done here. Another traditional form that artists use are called linoleum prints. So it's kind of a flexible material, and then they have a tool that they carve away, and anything that is raised, just like with the fingerprinting, the relief printing, anything that's raised will be able to take on the ink, and then when you press it down, you will get a print. If you notice, with the relief printing, everything is reversed. So your linoleum block or your stamp that you make will be this facing, but then when you print it, it is opposite. And that's very important. I'll show you later when we make a stamp. It's very important when you, especially when you use type. Like if you're going to use letters, you're going to need to somehow reverse your letters. Otherwise, it's not going to be what you want it to be. So these are two traditional forms of making stamps. There's the wood blocks and the linoleum blocks. All right, I'm going to show you two ways that you can make stamps at home. One way that I'd like to try, you might want to try, is with cardboard. So if you see, there's two layers here. So the raised surface is a heart that I cut out of cardboard, and the lower surface is just the cardboard that I attached it with some glue. So you might have some glue in your art room in a box, and you'll just attach those together, let them dry. And another one I thought would be fun to try is I actually attached some string. And I believe this type of printing is called Collagraph Printing, when you add things onto a surface with different textures. So I glued on some string and I glued on some cardboard, and I thought it'd be fun to see what those look like printed. Just like in the last lesson, I do not have an ink pad at home. I looked everywhere and I no longer have ink pads for stamps, but I found out that if you have a damp washcloth and you put some paint on here or food coloring, then you are able to make your own ink pad. So I put mine on a plate, and then I am going to show you how we do our printmaking with stamps that we made today. All right, so let's start out with our cardboard stamps. Here's my heart that I cut out and attached, and then here's my string. And I'm very curious to see how these turn out. So I have my ink pad. I'm just going to press my homemade stamp onto the washcloth, and then I'm going to make a print. Press down. Awesome, that's cool. So now I'm gonna rotate it. Actually never done this before, so it's super exciting to see. I really like the pattern that it made with the rope. And I can ink this again. All right, so that's very easy, just rope and cardboard and glue. All right, for our heart one, we're gonna check out our relief stamp. our stamp that we made with the cardboard. I'm gonna ink it up. You can even, if you want, you could ink it up like this. And then I'm gonna place it. Oh! I'm gonna place it. Ooh, it has the ridges. All right. So there are our two stamps. The next type of printing is another type of relief print. We're gonna make another type of stamp we're gonna make, and it's with like a styrofoam. You might have a styrofoam container at home that maybe some takeout food came in. A lot of times restaurants use styrofoam for packaging. I actually did not have any takeout, but my kids love these instant soups. I know they're not the best, but they enjoy them. And I found out they actually use these styrofoam containers. So I cut some up from the side, and another one that my kids used. And I played around and made some stamps yesterday. I kept them in a bag. And then I actually found this piece on the bottom, and I like it because it's nice and flat. So I thought I could show you how to use styrofoam to make a print using this today. All right, for our next stamp that we're going to make, we're gonna need some styrofoam. I already cut off the bottom of this. And you're going to need a pencil to draw your stamp and a marker. And a marker, I'll show you later, that's the ink we're going to use to make our stamp. So right on here with your pencil, wherever you press down on the styrofoam will go down. So everything that is not pressed down is going to print. All right, now you're going to take your marker and you're going to color everything on the styrofoam. All right, your stamp is all inked up, and now we're going to press it down. And you will get your stamp. All right, what happens if we write a word on our styrofoam and make a print without reversing the letters? So if I wanted to write red, R-E-D, red, and then I put my ink on with my marker, and I make a print, then you will see that it is reversed. So in order to write things correctly, so they turn out correctly, I already wrote this one, you need to reverse your letters backwards. So this one says run. So if I ink it up, and I press this on, then it'll say it the right way. All right, that concludes our lesson on printing. I hope you enjoyed it and you get to make some stamps with cardboard or styrofoam, or maybe you do the next lesson, the last lesson, and you do some finger printing. Have fun, have a good week. I'll see you later.